Well, this is appropriate music for Sayato's bad ending. And our boy is on screen for a choice that we have to make because we have to go with him. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna go and find out what this bad ending is. Bad endings so far have resulted in death for either me or the love interest in question. So I'm worried that Saito is not going to let me go without a fight to the death. But alright, I put it off long enough. Here we go. I will go with Kazuma. No. There was no way I could allow Saito to become a fury, giving up his humanity just so he could protect me. Kazuma, I'll go with you! So please.
Ah, interesting. So, you agree to become my bride, and you will submit yourself to me for all of eternity.
Yes. If you promise to keep your promise.
Fear not. A demon's word is unbreakable.
I guess that means my word is unbreakable too. Kazuma was making his victorious declaration. Just then.
Yukimura, do you really have so little trust in me and the rest of the Shinsengumi?
It's not like that! But if you keep this up, you will really die, Saito!
No matter how slim the chance of victory may be, as long as I'm given orders to protect you, I will protect you no matter what, even if it means that I must die.
Saito popped the lid off of the bottle and he gulped the contents of the bottle. Saito, no! I screamed so desperately it strained my throat. The next instant, the scars all over Sayato's whole body began to regenerate. I took it anyway.
Gah.
And then, there stood a Fury, his hair shimmering white. He seemed surprised by the sudden changes on his body, but just seeing his cuts and gashes to heal, he was renewed with a confident energy.
The mere chance of victory against me is to turn yourself into an abomination. It appears you have no pride. Pathetic.
Saito's expression didn't change. With a slow hand, he wiped the dried blood from his face, and when he spoke, his voice was quiet and calm.
Say what you wish. I don't expect you to understand my sense of honor. If the Shinsengumi have chosen to protect her, then I will carry out that duty, even if the cost of my success is my own humanity.
He lifted his sword to a fighting stance. That sort of attitude was just what I would have expected from Saito, but for him to become a fury simply because the Shinsengumi had ordered him to protect me was horrible. I had turned him into a monster, despite my best efforts.
So you'll throw your life away for the whims of the Shinsengumi? Wonderful. You can't even think for yourself, can you? You're nothing more than a puppet. Perhaps I am. It doesn't matter. I can think of no better way to give my life than in the service of what I believe in. What you believe in? You mean those simple-minded Ronin so desperate to recapture the glory days, they'll go down with that laughable excuse for a shogun? What?
Saito threw himself toward Kazuma in the same breath, his words almost a snarl. I wonder how the fight will go this time. The demon deflected his attack with ease and smiled back.
Shall I use small words for you? The shogunate is a rotting corpse, and this war will wash away the maggots like you that insist on clinging to its putrid flesh. The minute you drank the water of life and turned fury, that sword you carry no longer has any meaning. Today's world has no place for that samurai nonsense about pride and honor. Shut up!
He struck again and again, and it seemed that had closed the gap between them, at least somewhat. Bit by bit, Saito's well-aimed blows drove Kazuma back. The tension between them was almost palpable, like the air before a thunderstorm.
Ugh!
From time to time, Kazuma landed a blow of his own on Saito, but those wounds closed almost immediately thanks to his new Fury blood.
Didn't think you'd ever stoop so low as to become a fake. But it's nice that you can finally fight me with some real power. Makes it all the more enjoyable. No more babying you, then. Are you ready to die, you worthless...
Huh? Before he could finish his sentence, Kazuma had already begun charging at Saito at light speed.
Huh?
Even transformed, it seemed as though Saito could barely keep up with the weight of Kazuma's swings. It was clear who was stronger between the two. Saito was gasping for air, while Kazuma had hardly looked to break a sweat. Eventually...
Gah!
Saito's sword in his left hand was hid away into the dirt, more than arm's length away.
How sad. Despite possessing the water of life, this was the best attempt you could muster. But playtime is now over.
Well, what a line to say! God. Alright, I can do this. I can do this.
Time to show my bride who she's coming home with.
Then the sword in Kazuma's hand was slashing straight for Saito's head. No, at this rate. Before I could even think about it, my body moved. Oh, Chizuru! You saved the bean!
Yukimura!
Saito's shout pinged into my ear. Yet, as I regathered myself, I could feel something snap inside of me. Eventually, my arms and legs felt weak of a sudden, and I collapsed to the ground. Well, Kazuma's gonna have a hard time explaining that one back at home.
What? How could a noble female demon risk her life for such a pathetic loser of a man? Yukimura, hang in there! Why? Why did you cover for me?
Saito's hands were cold to the touch, and I could feel them trembling upon my shoulders. He seemed so upset that someone he was sworn to protect had now returned the favor to him. But it's fine like this too, Saito. If I hadn't been here in the first place, then the Shinsengumi would have never been targeted by Kazuma and his men. I can't be with you guys anymore, but please, for me, continue down the path that matters to you most. Funny thing is, Kazuma probably killed Saito right after that. Also, did he get he must not have decapitated her, because that was like a long line of thoughts for someone who was decapitated. He was going to decapitate Saito. I'm shorter than Saito. I got a lot of questions about that. I'm okay with that bad ending. She went and saved the bean. I don't mind so much when I'm the one that dies. I don't like watching the guy die. Oh, Kazuma, yeah, hecked up really bad. Now you gotta take your not future wife anymore's corpse back home with you, I guess. I guess I'm not healing from that particular wound. Alright, well that was the bad ending, guys. Thanks very much for joining me for Saito's route so far, at least. So now that we're done with Kyoto wins again, it's time to go back to XOXO droplets. And I'm super excited, and you guys could probably wager, I guess, as to why. But I'll just tell you that it's because my freaking boy Bay's turn is up next, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to start that guy's route. So I hope you guys will join me over there for that. Thanks again for watching, and until then, I will see you later.